As Sophie was just saying there, GDP figures have just crossed. Paul has joined us. He has them for us, Paul.
Yeah, the economy grew in November. 2 months of successive small 0.1% declines in September and October, partly as the long wait for the budget depressed activity, it seems. Well, in November, in the month, latest figures from the Office of National Statistics, the economy grew by 0.3%. The 3 months to November, the sort of rolling average puts back into positive territory, so positive by 0.1%. Services performed well. That's the engine room of the economy. So if services are growing, the economy is likely at least not shrinking. Held back a bit by manufacturing. You remember the cyber shutdown at Jaguar Land Rover, massively important to the manufacturing sector. That was still lingering. So that's the picture. It will be welcome, and it's not stratospheric growth, but the year was ending in a pretty torpid state. So, if December was good, then maybe things look a little brighter.
I'd just add to this, November obviously was the month of the budget, which was at the end of the month. So I think it was November the 26th. Those 2 months, September and October, where we had slight declines of 0.1%, a lot of people were saying because of uncertainty leading into the budget. That would, by extension, have been a reason for slower growth in November, because obviously the budget came right at the end of the month. So it is encouraging to see in a month that essentially is before the budget, when that uncertainty still remained, the growth was positive again. So 0.3%, the number. People had expected it to be 0.1%, so it was better than expected and better than those 2 prior months where we had a slight decline. Obviously, in December, in a month's time, when we get the December data, we'll see what the reaction to the budget was. But it shows that uncertainty effect was a little bit less than expected.
Exactly right, and your point about the timing is exactly right. It was a long wait. Budgets are October, right? That's when they happen, and we waited right till the end of the month. It included tax increases, albeit this time aimed more squarely at those who might be spending money rather than the businesses generating them. But I think there's first half of 2025 was the number the government keeps going back to, the fastest growing economy in the G7. That has tailed right off, and we are looking back into last year here. And so anything that limits that slowdown will give a bit of a crumb of comfort for a Treasury that I think needs it.
Paul, lovely stuff. Thank you.